What is going on, my broskiis? My name is Toadskii, back again, here to bring you guys yet another One Piece Treasure Cruise video. So today, we are here with some Pirate Rumble action. Now, I have not really jumped into Pirate Rumble that much recently. I have been playing a little bit of this current championship season, but haven't been going super duper hard. Mainly just because, I don't really feel like playing Pirate Rumble that much, man. I've been using Roger and Odin a lot, which is a lot of fun and all that. But there hasn't really been too much time to experiment with a lot of these other units. But, potentially I wanted to just bring you guys this video just to see what happens, because I honestly don't know what to expect in this video today. I want to be bringing you a video talking about this Big Mom character. So this Big Mom character is what I'm going to be aiming to use in this video today, and hopefully we can get some really nice showcase stuff with her. So Big Mom is an int character, of course, driven powerhouse. So you see int and driven together on a unit, you automatically know that's going to be good. So her passive ability will go ahead and stay for the first 40 seconds. Int characters get level 5 CT up, which is actually pretty good, but that's all she gives you for the first 40 seconds. And then when the time remaining is less than 60 seconds, you get self speed up level 8, and it's less than 30 seconds, you get CT up for herself level 10. It's an interesting passive, but I don't really know how good it's going to be, which is why I wanted to build it around these other int-driven characters that we know are already really good. Now, I've leveled up her special to level 8, so at level 8 here, you can see that it's going to give us targeting the enemies in a medium range horizontal for 1.2 times her attack, and then essentially the way that it works is the lower the timer is, the more hits of damage she's going to do. So when it's less than 50 seconds, she does more damage, less than 30 seconds, she does even more damage. She does have a 35 CT, which is actually quite high, so that's the only thing that I'm thinking might be a big problem with this unit. And at level 10, she actually hits really, really hard, especially when it's 30 seconds or less. So, man, I don't know. We'll see how good it is. I don't think she's like a god tier unit for Pirate Rumble, but I wanted to give you guys a video talking about it anyway. So with this team here, we've essentially got a full int team. Nearly all of them are driven, but we do have Halloween Shanks on there because I really, really love his special, and because Big Mom gives us increased CT, we can try and launch Shanks' special as quick as we possibly can, which has a really high chance to action bind the enemy, and if we do that, that's obviously going to be a huge advantage for us. We have Katakuri completely maxed out, Dofi maxed out, Red Recruit NL maxed out, and I do have the bench on Jozu, because with NL, of course, we need to have 6 characters or less on our team, so it's a little bit of an annoyance, but we definitely needed more characters to give us more tankiness, because Shanks doesn't really give us any tankiness, unfortunately. So our main tankiness really comes from Red Recruit NL and Legend Dofi. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into some matches, and hopefully we can get some awesome showcase with this team. Alright, so jumping into this, we have our first match here against Gizmos88, and his team is completely maxed out, but it is a 4-man team. But those of you who have used Roger and Odin already know how good 4-man Roger Odin teams are. Now, a little bit weird, he does have Halloween Law on this team instead of your typical Kizaru or a V3 Law, for example. He's using Halloween Law instead. So I guess we're going to see how it goes. I am nervous because Roger and Odin is very, very scary, especially when they are completely maxed out. If you have Roger and Odin, by the way, ensure that they're completely maxed out on Pirate Rumble, because they are 100% worth it. But I'm very intrigued to see how our team goes today. So let's have a look at what kind of buffs we've got going on here. I did run this against a couple of the single matches. I did clear the brand new ones that just came out, actually. The enemy does actually reduce our defense, which is actually kind of annoying, but we do have a pretty decent amount of pull going on here. We've got 11 for health, 14 attack, looking kind of nice. We've got 5 defense, 10 speed, and all the characters are pretty much all the same there with the buffs, which is quite nice. And we are pretty close to getting a special off. We've got NL coming in clutch here first. The enemy specials are not quite ready yet, so Roger and Odin are not going to launch just yet. So I really hope that when Shanks attacks, he's able to do some pretty good damage. We see that, the enemy slasher teams aren't that really good defensively. They are really relying on that Doflamingo. A massive amount of damage there. We do get some nice debuffs against the enemy. Unfortunately, his Law and his Dofi are about to attack us. Does kind of hurt. However, we got Shanks coming in through now. Shanks is going to do some pretty good damage, so I really hope that we're able to get the enemy to get KO'd, but unfortunately Shanks gets special binded, which is actually kind of bad. We're getting a lot of debuffs now from the enemy Roger. We really need Big Mom to attack. And, okay, we actually did take down the Odin, so we just instantly win. Yeah, it's over. Big Mom's going to come in now for horizontal damage. Very, very nice. Unfortunately, didn't get to showcase Big Mom too much here, and now we finally get Shanks to attack. Does he get the action bind? He does, which is okay. It's just completely GG at that point. He cannot do anything. He is just in a whole world of hurt right now. So, it wasn't the cleanest victory, but we did get the victory nonetheless. There is nothing he can do at this point. Even though he does have relatively high defense, we have no attack at this point, which definitely could be an issue as we get further on down the line in some future matches, but Despite that, we did get the W, which is nice. Always nice to get the W over Roger and Odin teams. They're extremely annoying. I really wish I had the Pirate Rumble Rare Recruit Conus, who's a really nice buffer for your int team and really nice unit to debuff enemy Psy units. I really wish I had that Conus. Unfortunately, don't have her yet, but hopefully in the future I'll be able to get her. But overall, really nice to get first victory. Okay, our next opponent is going to be Bangadoo, and this is going to be an enemy int team. Now, I am a little bit afraid because he does have Blackbeard. Blackbeard gives nice defensive buffs with lots of HP. He does a lot of damage when he launches the special, and, I mean, is it maxed out? I didn't actually check this guy if he was maxed out. I assume he is. He is completely maxed out, so when he hits, he's going to be hitting very, very hard. He does have the Dofi, of course, which can be annoying. NL's going to be annoying. Katakuri is going to be annoying as well. He does have Whitebeard in the back, which also could be quite a problem. So I'm really hoping that our Halloween Shanks can come in and action bind some of the enemies. I mean, this is like pretty much turning out to be a Halloween, Shanks showcase, but I really wanted to just showcase this Big Mom and see how well she does in this fight. I mean, realistically, you could potentially put her on the bench. You could potentially do that as well and then bring her on later when the timing is a little bit lower so that you can come in and go ahead and just do massive amounts of damage. But remember, level 5 CT at the start of the fight to your int characters is going to be quite awesome, and that was probably the difference between us winning and losing that last match. Blackbeard already coming in for some serious damage. He's going to be increasing his power and his CT, so we really want to take down Blackbeard as soon as possible. Of course, NL always coming in first with the damage. Enemy Katakuri is very close to launching his special. He just misses out, which is great for us. Dofi's going to hurt though. Yeah, that's not fun. Increasing the enemy defense as well. Our Katakuri and our Doflamingo is ready. Our Big Mom is ready as well, so we're going to get a lot of special launches here, and then when Shanks is ready to go, he will be able to launch another special too. So nice damage. We do get increased defense there to just help us block the next incoming hit from the enemy Blackbeard. Big Mom unfortunately did not hit that hard. Obviously that's going to be a big issue with her first attack, so that's definitely not too great. Halloween Shanks, let's see how well he does. He does get the action bind only on NL. That's such a shame. You know, he does get an increased chance of action binding the higher level his special is. Unfortunately for us, it's not too high, but the enemy's Katakuri special really does hurt. The fixed damage really does hurt from the enemy Jozu. So this is looking kind of sus right now. I don't think we're going to be winning this one. It's going to be close. We really need to start KOing enemies. The enemy does have the Whitebeard still on the bench, so that's going to be a little bit annoying. The Blackbeard's going to hurt. Does KO the NL, which means we lose a lot of our defensive effects here. Enemy Katakuri, or our Katakuri coming through, does finally knock out the enemy. It was at the Jozu. It was the Jozu. Our Jozu comes in. His Whitebeard comes in. So hopefully when Jozu gets his chance to attack, he just misses out on launching his special, which is kind of a pain. So it would have been nice. But we do get our Dofi to attack. There's a lot of damage there, which is great. So it does knock out the Dofi and the NL. So they lose out on a lot of defensive effects right now. I really hope... Okay, Shanks comes in and gets the double KO. All right, my man Shanks, dude, he is... so clutch. Really nice for the int team, I have to say, man. He is ridiculously good. I mean, look, I wanted to be a showcase of Big Mom, but as you can see, you know, it's not really performing that well, unfortunately. You know, as I said, might be one of those units you may want to put on the bench, bring her on later on. But as I said, that level 5 CT at the start of the fight is pretty useful, honestly, to make sure that we get our specials first before the enemy, so we can start debuffing them, reducing them, and even just stopping them from attacking, which is really, really useful. Alright, the final match of this video is going to be against Megazord, and I just checked everything on his team is maxed. I didn't check the Brook though, but all of his mainline units are 100% maxed, so this is going to be extremely frightening, and we're likely going to lose this one, but I just wanted to see how the team goes. You know, if we lose, we lose, you know, it is what it is, but I just wanted to see how it performs against the best Roger Odin team, because in my opinion, this current team lineup is probably the best team on Global for Pirate Rumble. This is the team that I use normally in Pirate Rumble. It's ridiculously strong, so I'm really interested to see how this team performs against it. And, you know, if luck is on our side, potentially we might be able to sneak the W, but we'll see how we go. You know, we've got lots of things to take into consideration for this fight here. So I think that his Kizaru is probably going to be launching before us, because we see that we got a lot of debuffs on our side of the field because of the enemy V3 Law. I would suggest if you are running an int or driven team, do not challenge V3 Law. He is kind of annoying to deal with. You know, Big Mom already losing a vast amount of her damage there. Already enemy Dofi coming through. Yeah, this is over, man. There's no way we're going to come back from this. We really need some luck on our side right now. So we got the Shanks going to be coming. Oh, we need some good luck here. Good damage, and it doesn't hit anyone, so we're dead. This is going to hurt. Oh no, it's over, boys. It is over. And the Law's going to come in. It's going to KO. Yeah. Okay, alright, we get it, you win. Okay, even Kizaru coming back. Yeah, okay, so this is why I think this team is the best team in the game. It's super fast, they get their specials extremely quickly, and they do a lot of damage, man. There's not much you can do to stop them. it's just over at this point. I mean, our Dofi, maybe? No, our Dofi's dead. And then we're dead. You know, we were dead in like, 40 seconds. Alright, well anyways, that's the team. There you go. If you end up building an in-driven team, it's not ideal to go up against a 5-man or even a 6-man slasher team because you're not going to have a good time. But anyways, I really hope you guys enjoyed this one today as we just went ahead and used the old school int team, which I don't use too often nowadays, but it is still fun to use nonetheless. But, Big Mom, she's an interesting unit, but I don't really know how effective she's realistically going to be on Pirate Rumble right now. As I said, she might be a unit you may want to put on your bench, and as the timer starts to deplete, you can bring her back on, and then, if there's, 30 seconds or less, hypothetically, she'll just do so much damage, and she has increased CT when she'll come back as well when she's below 30 seconds or less. But as of right now, just running her on a team by herself, well, yes, it does give you increased CT. I don't think it's that worth it considering how fast-paced some of the other better teams are in Pirate Rumble. Probably not the wisest idea right now. But that is going to wrap up this video today. Really hope you guys enjoyed this one. And if you guys did, make sure you go ahead and leave a like. And if you want to stay up to date with all the content that I post, including more One Piece Treasure Cruise content, make sure to hit the subscribe button down below. But other than that, guys, I'll see you guys within the next video.